Welcome everybody today to the Greater Reading Urban Ag Bus Tour. Yes, hi Noah.
Hey,
good morning.
A little uneven, so watch your step.
The Greater Reading Urban Ag Tour, which was made to raise awareness about different sites in the city that are doing great work to feed their neighbors and to increase food production and food access in the city of Reading. It incorporated 7 different sites around the city, and the idea was to go visit these sites and learn about why they're important and how they are serving their respective neighborhoods and communities.
Welcome to the Berks Nature Teaching Garden.
Berks Nature is doing a lot of great work to inform and educate the next generation of eaters and growers so that they're able to be empowered and understand how to grow their own food, where it comes from, how it affects their health. They have a wonderful program for preschool. It's a nature-based programming that teaches them very young to have that instilled in them so that it's just part of their lifestyle.
That half is a mixture of Berks Nature staff and teaching plots for the preschool and eco camp. The middle here is community gardeners that are constantly working here.
We really wanted it to be open to anyone and everyone that was interested in learning more about urban agricultural development in the city of Reading.
We call it oregano brujo, but it technically is Mexican oregano.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We've been able to grow some of the things that normally don't grow in this area, and we just keep trying and trying and trying.
Cultivating community garden. The mother of that garden is Tanya Melendez, who works with the 18th Wonder Development Association. She does amazing work in that neighborhood, specifically with this garden, which gives access to residents of the nearby housing facility to come and have a wonderful safe space so that they can come and grow their own food and have that sense of pride that they're growing healthy, nutritious food for themselves and their families.
We do a lot of spontaneous teaching here, which means the kids are always coming over when they see us doing things, and we put them to work, and anything they're harvesting, they take some home.
Welcome to the Goggleworks Gardens. Again, I'm Tiana Zabala. My official title is Garden Manager here. So you're standing in what is actually one of 4 spaces. So this space down here is the classroom garden. We have a space up there that's a greenhouse and raised beds. Then we have another space that has more raised beds, and it's also a playground. Around the corner is our community container garden.
They really do stay connected to that kind of arts and culture aspect of gardening and growing.
And so really our mission here is we like to do a lot of educational programs, a lot of community-based programs, a lot of outreach, and we also do a little bit of food security work here. We do some things with pop-up markets at Lowers Park, helping to fill the community fridge.
Reading Housing Authority has a space at Kennedy Apartments that is a wonderful community garden space.
Of our 5 high-rises, we have 6 community gardens.
Everyone puts their own flavor on their plot. There's a lot of food grown there for the residents that they share with other residents that might not have a plot. There's beautiful flowers, herbs. A lot of people take a lot of nostalgia and things from the countries that they're from and bring that to the garden. So you walk around and you kind of get this storytelling of where each person came from and what their connection to growing food is in this small little plot.
So this is Real Food Farm. So we're going to go up in the garden first, and then we're going to go in the building, and there's some different segments we're going to see along the way, and we'll just explain as we go. I will say too, this whole project is evolving as we go because it's not our primary gig. We're, every year we're just adding to it.
So Real Food Farm, run by John Miller, is the only site on the tour that is actually working to be a for-profit urban farm.
We're focusing on those perennial crops, getting those root masses in here and established. Next year, in theory, is where we start going to the annual crop rotation in the raised beds. And ultimately, the plan is to have this entire half-acre site be this sort of permaculturally designed fruit and vegetable with both perennial as well as annual crops.
Another goal of the Urban Ag Committee is to take a lot of non-traditional spaces and develop them in a way that they can produce food for the community. And John's site is no different. It's a great example of taking a warehouse and taking space in that and producing products that will, at the end of the day, feed our community. Zenden is a place that the students can go to learn about growing food, and also a safe space in the city, which a lot of these green spaces provide, that space where people can feel safe and connect to their community and connect to each other and learn about where their food comes from and how to grow it.
These planters too, they always like to mention, actually came from the World Trade Centers. Any of these big
That's a cool
ones.
tidbit.
Yeah.
Bog Turtle Creek Farm is the student-run farm at Alvernia University.
Our mission is to serve the underserved and actually provide the cheapest, freshest produce to people in the food deserts.
The farm itself produces a lot of really great fresh produce that is actually brought to Penn Street Market. They grow their own food and they do a wonderful job bringing that food into the city. On the farm, they grow a multitude of local produce that they specifically grow to match what the residents of the city are looking for. Barn is here to help connect you to all of these wonderful things going on. And the Urban Ag Bus Tour is a great opportunity for people to learn about these wonderful sites and the things they're doing to develop urban agriculture in the city of Reading.